What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As promised, this is my full day of eating on low carbs. I'm starting the day a little bit later today because I went for a beach walk this morning with Sarah and Haley, and now I'm like super tired and depleted, but I smashed out most of my steps. So far I got 7,500 steps done. So we're gonna have my first meal of the day now. It's around 8:45. So like I said, a little bit later than when I usually have my meal. So I'm quite fasted and depleted right now. So we're gonna have breakfast, which is also my pre-workout meal. And then I'm going to be heading to train some legs with Sarah. So my eggs are getting made right now. And this is the bread that I'm having today. So it is just some rye sourdough by Bodie's. It's one of my favorite brands when it comes to, I guess, bread. I just really like all the ingredients they use, and like I said, I always go for sourdough. So this is my classic breakfast. If you've watched my previous full day of eating, you would have already kind of seen it. It's a little bit on the overcooked side today, but I have my Asian half-cooked eggs. They're probably closer to, oh shit. They're probably closer to a little bit fully boiled because the eggs are a little bit smaller today, and so like they've cooked a little bit more than I would like, but yeah, they're still gonna work. Eggs are eggs, it's all good. So yeah, this is what they look like. Usually they're a little bit more kind of like watery than this, but I kind of like it like that. It goes well with the bread. So the egg yolk in there, more importantly, is nice and soft, and so it just kind of looks like this. It may not be the most visually appealing, but it's definitely delicious. So I usually just add some light soy sauce to it. Light soy sauce is your greatest friend when you're on low calories and you want to get a pump. So this is the best thing ever for a pre-workout meal for me because I hardly have any calories, but soy sauce with the amount of sodium just really gets a good pump going for me. So I like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of chives as well. And then some pepper. And there we go. So yeah, this is what it looks like after everything. Meal number one, ready to go. 2 pieces of sourdough toast and my half-cooked Asian eggs. Back from the gym, and the hardest leg workout I've had like all season, and my legs are so wrecked just from like steps and then the really hard workout today that had an increase in volume, but luckily I had Sarah with me, so we got through it together. I'm so thankful this prep that like a lot of people are like putting their hands up to come train with me. It's really actually helped. I've always been a solo trainer. I always train by myself, but this time I really found that it did really help, especially doing a lot more heavier stuff this time. I just feel more confident and just like at ease, just knowing there's someone there with me in case I pass out or like, I don't know, whatever happens, just knowing that there's someone there for me. But yeah, today was really rough, but we did it. We got it done. I feel really accomplished for getting through such a hard day. We probably only have like 4 more hard leg sessions, so I'm gonna savor every moment. It's gonna get like, there's only I can't even talk right now. Maybe a week and a half left of really hard pushing before things start to get easier, and of course like soon it'll be all done. In 3 weeks this will all be over, so I really want to like savor and be present for every moment, no matter how hard it is, because I love this shit. The harder it is, the more I love it, because I'm a psycho, and like yeah, I genuinely really love this. So yeah, it was hard today, it was hard during the session, I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to recover. I will try to get some work done. It is Thursday. I do have check-ins. So I will try to get stuff started. I normally work through my check-ins from Thursday through to Sunday. So I'll try to get as much done as I can today, but I won't be too hard on myself. I'll let myself kind of chill and rest. It is a really hot day as well. So yeah, I don't want to over push myself, and yeah, we're pretty much at 9,000 steps already, so we don't have to be overly active. So I'm going to try to not do too many things around the house today, but it's time for our post-workout meal. So this is what it's going to consist of. We got some carrots frozen because I'm lazy. We got some barramundi that I cooked up. So yeah, got some barramundi. We got some sushi ginger. We got a tiny bit of lettuce, and then some basmati rice. So basically going to put all these together, and that would be my post-workout meal. Oh yeah, and I forgot, the most important thing is my fat sauce, which is some cold pressed macadamia nut oil. I'm going to use very little, just 3 grams, because we don't want too much fat in our post-workout meal, but I still need a little bit of fat. So that would be my source of fat for this meal. Now that it's out from the microwave, we're going to season it with some salt, iodized sea salt always, and some cinnamon. Put that on everything. I know it sounds weird, but honestly, I love it, and it's good for you. It's good for helping with carb absorption and your body to process the carbs, but also more than that, it's a really good anti-inflammatory as well. So, and it tastes great. And for a little bit of spice, I'm also going to use some chili flakes, some crushed chilies. And then of course, top it with some sushi ginger. This tastes amazing and is so good for your digestion. It just makes my tummy feel so good every time I eat it, but more than that, the flavor is absolutely amazing. So as you can see, I don't really use much sauces and stuff anymore. Not that like it's really going to affect me as much, but like I just haven't really been doing it as much. Sometimes a bit of sriracha, but I've just preferred just having just like salt, a bit of spices, a bit of ginger, and it's all good to go. Meal number 2, post-workout meal, about to go down. It is now 1:49. I'm gonna do a little bit of meal prep. So I'm just gonna prep some beef mince. So I got some grass-fed beef mince here, and I'm only going to season it with 3 things. So I have some curry powder and some ginger paste, and then I'm going to use some salt as well. And there we go, we are done. Basically a whole kilo of mince cooked and prepped. That will be good for my meal later and the next couple of days, and Jeremy as well. So mince is one of my most favorite things to cook up bulk, just because it's just so easy to like portion out, and like it goes with everything. And honestly, I've been craving a curry puff like crazy, and so this is like the next best thing. I can just pretend that I'm having a curry puff, even though it's literally just beef mince. But yeah, this is one of my favorite go-to ways of prepping beef mince. So of course, my beef mince is grass-fed, and I get the leanest one, so it's only 5% fat, 95% lean. So I get some good animal fat sources, saturated fat from the beef, which is really good for you and hormone production. And beef has so many good qualities like, you know, your zinc, creatine, L-carnitine that is present in beef. So it is definitely one of my favorite protein sources and like easier to cook. And like the best thing about beef is like, it just tastes so good by itself. You don't need to overly season it, especially if you're gonna eat a steak. Literally salt and pepper and you're good. And yeah, with this one, just like, smells so good. Just like light curry powder, ginger, salt, and it's chef's kisses. I'm now gonna prepare for my third meal of the day, which is a no carb meal. So I don't know if I've mentioned, but I'm on 90 grams of carbs today. So it's super rough. So I just have 3 meals that have carbs and then I do 2 meals with no carbs. So this is my no carb meal. I will be having some fillet steak with some asparagus chips. So I call it asparagus chips, but really it's literally just asparagus thrown into the air fryer. So this is literally how I prepare it. I just use my hands. I break it up. I'm gonna do 100 grams of raw weight. I like to weigh my veggies raw. It's just more accurate that way, just because I don't know, just veggies. If you cook it in different ways, it's gonna like weigh different. Especially like in the air fryer, it loses a lot of its volume and becomes really small and dehydrated. It's kind of sad looking. So I'm just gonna do 100 grams of raw weight asparagus. Yep, that is exactly 100 grams. So there, I'm gonna wash them, put some salt on there, some cayenne pepper, and then chuck it in the air fryer. I'm just gonna pop it in the air fryer. And we want it at 185 for like 12 minutes, and that should be perfect. Meal is now done. No carb meal number 1. We got some grass-fed fillet steak, asparagus, and I also have a little bit of kimchi. So this is what a no carb meal looks like, but it's one of my favorite meals because I love steak, I love asparagus, and I do love kimchi. So what is not to love? Delicious, nutritious. I just showered. I feel a little bit better, but today is really, really rough. Anyways, it is 4:15 and this is my 4th meal of the day. So here I have the lean beef mince that I cooked up before. Just a little bit of like a lettuce mix. I'm gonna top it with some ginger and Cholula hot sauce. It's now 6:06 and we're going through a little bit of a mini crisis because the app that all our clients on is down. So we're trying to chill out and watch TV. We're watching My Kitchen Rules at the moment, but we're also dealing with the mini crisis of people not being able to access the app and get their workouts. But either way, it's time for the last meal of the day, which is dinner. So let me show you what I'm having. So for my last meal, we're reintroducing carbs back in. So we got some chicken over there, topped with some ABC spread for the fats. I got a pickle, the pickled ginger. And then for our carb sauce, we have some sweet potato, which I just cooked up in the air fryer. Topped with obviously salt, some cayenne pepper, and that's some nutritional yeast on there. And a little bit of sriracha chili. So excited. It's like my favorite meal of the day. Now the next day, I was insanely tired and exhausted yesterday, and just like my whole body felt really heavy, and I just wanted to chill out with the rest of the day, so I didn't film an outro to the vlog. But lost another 100 grams today. Took some photos. It's not too bad, but I was just feeling like I was looking lean, like super lean. Lots of lines everywhere that I think I knew, like just never really seen it before. So like definitely a whole new level of lean, but very, very insanely flat as well. So if my body's a little bit dangerous to get too flat, it makes me look a little bit stringier, not as round, and just not quite hitting exactly the bikini criteria. And I want to make sure I keep my roundness, my shape, and my fullness. So we're not doing a high carb. I still think it's good to do more than like 2 lower carb days and not just have too many like high carb days. So instead, I spoke to Jeremy and I decided, well, he agreed as well, that I still do low carb days, but from now on our low carb days won't be as low. So I decided to bump my low carbs from 90 to 120 instead, which is still going to be low compared to our carb up of 250. So the next high carb day we do will be 250, but just wanting to see how my body cruises on 120 grams of carbs. But yeah, like pretty much a new low. I haven't been this low for a while now. And yeah, super flat, which I don't want to be. It was very hard for my body to fill out once I'm too flat, and I could go even flatter. So that's what we want to avoid. So hopefully today with 120 carbs, I will look a little bit better tomorrow. But that's how we have to kind of manage when you kind of come in early. There's always different struggles too when you come in early or just on time. So you know, it's all different. Like I said, I'm glad I don't have the stress of coming in condition anymore, but now it's just like holding size, holding fullness, making sure my training intensity stays high, making sure my recovery is good. My legs are insanely sore from yesterday. So luckily I do have a massage booked for later today. So I'm really excited for that. I think my body like really needs it. So I will be getting that done today. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my full day of eating. I'm glad I did push through and vlog this. Probably, hopefully my last lowest carb day ever in prep. So I'm glad I had you guys to come along the day with me to see what I really eat on like my lowest carb days and how little my food is. And this is just the reality of prep. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video, comment, and please subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.